What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of CubReacts Requested, the series where we take your requests and give them live reactions and analytical breakdowns here on the channel. Today, we're getting into this one, Reekado Banks with Rora. This has been very heavily requested over the last couple of weeks. Finally getting around to doing it. Apologies if my voice is a little bit on the edge. I've had a very, very lively weekend out seeing some friends up in London, so do bear with me if my voice is a little raspy. I wanted to get another video done for today for you guys, because we are smashing the subs at the moment, which is very good fun. However, let's get into this one. Before that, though, if you haven't already, please make sure you are hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the screen, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all of that good stuff. We are very much on the road to 15k. If you guys keep getting involved, we're definitely going to make that by the end of the year, and then maybe we can set a target of 16k by the end of the year. That would be crazy, but please do get involved with the page. Without further ado, though, let's get into this one. It's been very heavily requested. I'm excited. So slightly slower, rhythm-wise. I'm liking the direction, though, definitely. So, just before we jump into the main breakdown, really nice use of kind of spacious percussion on this one. Really, really clean. Again, you've got these randomized sort of little percussive like tabs going on throughout the entirety of the rhythm section. You've got these really kind of subtle, very sort of laid-back guitar plucks. Again, slightly slower rhythm-wise. I'm really interested to see where this one goes, because I've enjoyed what I've heard of Reekado so far.
Baby, this shit up. If you agree, mama laton. Party 2 at the party 1. Party 2 like the part 1. I go fit to change your catwalk and change your life joy.
There's something so smooth about this, man. There's something going on in the low end. The bass line is so clean. It's got so much kind of energy to it, even though it's kind of just plodding along. It really is driving the track forward. Again, the percussion sounds absolutely great. But again, Reekado's vocal sounds awesome. So much kind of, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. There's so much kind of texture to his voice. It's such a wide kind of presence vocally. And it's a very sort of, the sort of mid-range of it is just, it really does stick out. It's really, really clean, man. I'm enjoying this. Let's go.
I
love the fact this is slightly slower as well. There are a lot more pockets to kind of dive into. Again, like, that percussion sounds absolutely awesome, man. There's something so pleasing about the way this has been put together. The harmony's really nice. Again, as I said, you've got that big kind of booming bass line underneath. You've got this quite scattered sense of percussion running throughout the tune. And again, you've got this almost like chanted style repetitive hook going on here. Again, Reekado's vocal fits perfectly over this. And it's something that I'm surprised I don't hear a little bit more of, the slightly slower tempo within this kind of sound. It does give you a lot more room to maneuver as a vocalist, and it just means you have a lot more pockets to kind of dive into. Really, really clean.
Give you face in addition to bomb. I know go lie your body base.
The video for this as well is so well shot. Like, just all the kind of color grading going on with the different shots. The lighting looks fantastic. It just looks like a really, really cleanly put together video. Again, it doesn't look like it's particularly high budget. It's literally just them in a couple of locations, nothing crazy going on. But it's just really pleasing to look at. And for the end of the day, that's what a music video should be. It should just be an enjoyable visual accompaniment for the tune. But it works perfectly with the tune as well.
I go tell my guys, them I know they come soon. Bacala me see, make my eye too. Many girl get, but now you I want to.
Really cool use of delays, man. Yeah, the whole thing of this, bro, with those sort of extended kind of reverberations and delays in the background, it does give it a very kind of wide feel. Again, almost like a sort of post-dancehall kind of feel, the way those like kind of dubbed out echoes are going in over the vocal line. Again, giving it this kind of nice midsection, driving the track forward and adding something a little bit different to the mix as well. Again, the harmonics on this are great. The guitar lines are great. Percussion, again, absolutely through the roof. I'm really enjoying this one. Out to everyone who has suggested this one on the channel. Big up you guys.
Baby, this shit up. If you agree, mama laton. Party 2 at the party 1.
Cool bass line.
Party 2 like the part 1. I go fit to change your catwalk and change your life joy.
Oh yeah.
every day.
Just the extended kind of growth of the percussion as the tune's gone further and further is the thing that I'm loving the most. It just has this constant sense of moving forward, of evolving. The tune doesn't stand still for 1 second. Again, every kind of 8 to 16, we're hearing a new element introduced. On this section here, we've got a new piece of percussion, which is kind of rolling with the tripleted rhythms on top of what's already going on, giving it more impact and more kind of direction. Really, really clean, man. And again, this is a 4-minute tune. I really hope it does continue to kind of grow as it goes.
Not to enjoy. Open and close like a laptop.
Again, the sort of chord lines are really simple. They just work. And again, when you're doing like a repeating hook like this that just kind of does essentially the same line over and over again, it's quite difficult to make it sound as kind of lively as it does when you are essentially repeating. The chord lines on the guitars are literally just playing the same 4 notes like in a circle. So it doesn't make sense how it's as kind of catchy and as groovy it is. Like as a listener, I'm listening through this and I'm not bored yet. We're approaching 2.5 minutes into the tune and I'm yet to kind of find something about the tune that's getting like wearing old or not kind of holding up over time. It's brilliantly put together.
Baby, give me slow motion.
Ooh, the harmonies. Really nice. But you see what I mean? The tune is evolving. Like, this whole middle bridge section here, none of it's happened before. The vocals are different, the melodies are different. You've got this kind of big, kind of stadium rock style electric guitar. I can say I've had a busy weekend. This big kind of rock style electric guitar kind of running through the middle of the tune as well over this midsection. New pieces of percussion coming in, new vocal melodies. It's the fact it keeps growing. Like, it's crazy how much is actually going on in this tune. Really, really cool. Love the rhythms on it, man. Again, melody-wise, there are quite a lot of different elements coming into this. Like, you've got these very kind of Middle Eastern style melodies being played on the guitar over the top. Again, a lot of the actual rhythm is very kind of, it sounds very North African at least. Like, there's a lot of elements to it that do have this kind of more Eastern inspired feel. Again, the sort of use of the percussion as in the actual pieces of percussion that are being used do have all quite a Middle Eastern theme to them. And again, it's just the two sort of sounds marry so well. Obviously, there's a lot of roots that kind of connect the two, but the two sounds marry really nicely. And this is a good example of how you can kind of utilize different types of melody and different types of world influences in a tune that is very much in your pocket. I can see why this was as popular as it was.
I
love that vocal as well. Got to say as well, she is absolutely stunning, the girl in this video. She is outrageously attractive. No one has any business being that attractive. It's crazy. But again, the entirety of the video, it is just a well-shot video, man. Even this sort of outside scene, I don't really get what's going on. They've got a big pink kind of screen behind them, and it's just them playing outside. But it just looks good. Like, it adds to the tune. Like, it adds to the kind of general flavor of what's going on. Fantastic. Throw that wad out. I love this little bridge here, man. This is crazy. Again, really kind of incorporating that, again, that sort of stadium rock kind of feel to the end of the tune with the big sort of guitar leads. It's almost like doing solos towards the end. It works really nicely, man. I think overall the way this tune's been put together is really, really impressive. Again, it hasn't stopped at any point. It's constantly grown. It's constantly got bigger and wider and more explorative. And is that the right way? Explorative? We'll go with it. It just seems to go down a lot of different avenues the longer you listen, which for me as a listener is something I always look for. Although it's really aggravating, yeah. I was having such a good time with this video. Why is there nothing plugged in? Why is it? It's not difficult to plug a microphone in. Just put an XLR cable in the back. Or just use a wireless one. That's so frustrating. Why? It's a short microphone. Like, you have to plug it in. I understand it's a video, and we all know that they're just kind of playing, but it's such a simple thing that irks me so much, man. Why? Put a right dampener on my day, that. Like, they're zooming in on the back of it. What? You can see it's not plugged in. Honestly. It's the techie in me coming out there. It's such a bizarre thing to get wound up about, but it does get me. I'm not going to let it take away from the tune, because the tune's fantastic. There we go, the end of that one. Reekado Banks with, or Reekado? We'll go Reekado. Reekado Banks with Rora. Fantastic tune. On a general arrangement level, this one's absolutely through the roof. It keeps growing and expanding and taking us into entirely different directions. And then on top of that as well, the video is really well shot, apart from that thing with the microphones. I don't know why it irks me so much, but it always does. Again, the actual direction of the tune's nice. I love the percussive nature of it. I love, again, those sort of Middle Eastern influences that are kind of thrown in melody-wise. I love the fact you've got this big kind of lead electric guitar kind of appearing halfway through the tune and kind of taking a lead role. Everything about this I enjoyed. Again, apart from that mic not being plugged in. But there we go. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this reaction. If you did, please make sure you are hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page. Turn notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all of that good stuff. And, of course, if you would like to get your requests into the channel, please do by leaving them in the comments section down below. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your Sunday. We might get another video out a little bit later on. We shall see. I'm feeling quite ropey today. But there we go. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and we shall see you all next time. Peace.
Sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CubCamTV. Stay locked.